Good morning. How are you? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your daily energy check-in. This one right here is going to be for September 25th, which is a Thursday. And this reading that we're doing right here is going to be for my Libras, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorns. Boy, that one's not going to shuffle right there. I got it. This one right here is going to be for my Libras today. So Libras to the front. Let's see what you get. Here we go. I guess that's going to work. I don't know. No, here we go. Sorry. Libra. Okay, let's see what we get. I've got the Four of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Four of Cups. All right, Libra. Okay, the focus today is on a betrayal. Let me say this part, though. Let me say this part. I feel like the focus today is on a betrayal, but I do feel like this betrayal is from the past. I don't know how far back in the past, but I don't feel like this is something that's happened just recently. I feel like something happens today that triggers the memory of whatever this is from the past. And the reason why it comes back in with such force is because it's something you haven't dealt with yet. You know what I'm saying? You swept it under a rug and tried to keep going forward, but it's coming back out because it needs to be dealt with. On one side, I have the Four of Cups. This is you being incredibly disappointed, dissatisfied with the situation. That would be a given, right? On the other side, I have the Four of Swords. This is you needing to take the time to heal this. That's why it's coming back up, okay? And it'll continue to come back up at the most inopportune times until you do get it healed. I am so sorry. I mean, it sucks that this happened to you, but you have to heal it so you can get past it, is what's happening here, okay? Like I said, this doesn't happen today. This is something that's already happened, but for some reason it comes back up today. And so, there you go. Probably not your favorite day this week, huh? But, you could just sit down and look at how far you've come since then. That would probably help some, right? I don't know. It's something you're going to have to deal with eventually. You might as well get it out of the way now because it's just going to keep coming back up, okay? Is what I got on this. I wish I had a different forecast for you today, but it's only 24 hours. I'm way late getting this out. If you go to bed early tonight, you've got hardly anything left in today, right? It'll be good. It's going to be okay, Libra, but you do have to deal with it, okay? All right, from Libra, let's go to Scorpio. What you got, Scorpio? Where are we at today? Scorpio. Okay. Where's Scorpio? I had to go to the doctor's this morning and that threw me, so I didn't get these things done yet. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start doing my head of time, I guess. I don't know. Scorpio. What you got? Let's see. Oh, Ten of Cups. Okay. The Magician. And the Six of Swords. All right. So you're manifesting the life you want right now. I mean, I think, like I've said the last couple of days, it feels like you've settled on exactly what your goals are, or, you know, where exactly you're trying to get to. So that's a good thing. You're manifesting in that direction. You feel like your Ten of Cups is down that path. That's good. Right now, there's something here about you trying to steer your life out of a sense of chaos that you seem to be in. So maybe that's, you know, maybe it was formed by the uncertainty that was there before you made your mind up on what you're doing, right? So maybe now you're just trying to like extricate yourself out of that dynamic, whatever the situation is that you were staying in. When you didn't really have a plan, now you have a plan. So I guess it's all about putting it into motion and getting yourself or your life out of this chaos that you've been living in. The energy's good. I mean, the minute that you decided what you wanted to do and how you were going to get there, and you know, you came into purpose or whatever, you understand where you're headed to. From that moment on, it looks like everything for you has really turned a corner. I can't say everything's going to be fabulous every day, all day, but I mean, things are definitely on the upswing, right? Yeah. So, I mean, it's good energy. It is definitely you pushing towards what your goal is. And that's that. I mean, it's amazingly determined. You are very single-minded as far as that goes. Very focused, okay? So, it's very good. Okay, that's what I got for Scorpio. Scorpio's moving on up, like the Jeffersons and that. Moving on up that way. That's what you're doing there. Okay, here we go. From Scorpio, we're going to go to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, okay. My superheroes. All right, here we go. Sagittarius. What do you get for today? Up. We're looking at the Lovers. Okay, the Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, Sagittarius, so you're all up in your head for some reason. You just can't quite get out of your head. Get out of your head, Sagittarius. No, I'm just kidding. You're just going in circles up there. On one side, I have the Lovers. On the other side, I have the Nine of Pentacles. I got to be honest with you. For most of you, I feel like you have already tried to step back into your independence. So for a lot of you, you are newly single or newly out of a whatever. There's a lot right now with you just standing in your independence. If you have not yet stepped out of some kind of a dynamic to try to get into your independence, I feel like maybe that's why you're up in your head. However, for those of you that left a situation or whatever to step into your independence, I feel like you're in your head because, was that the right decision? Blah, blah. You're running laps in your brain is what you're doing right now. I do think that the goal right now is to get you into this independent sort of a persona. Why? I don't know why, but that just seems to be the lesson they're trying to teach you right now. Whatever the love situation was that you were in, it seems like maybe there was a lot of codependency in it, or there was a lot of, maybe it got to be kind of toxic. It just wasn't in alignment with wherever it is you're supposed to end up. Is how this feels for most of you, okay? It just, maybe at one time it was, but it seems like things changed and now it just kind of got off course, right? That's how I see it. You got to get out of your head. You got to figure out a way to give your brain a rest for a minute. You're never going to find a solution when you're running laps like that in your brain. You know what I'm saying? You got to give yourself some kind of peace. You got to sit down for a minute and find some kind of calm. I don't know how you do that. Whatever it takes for you to do that, that's what you need to do right now. Okay? Because it's all about self-care right this second and getting you to a point where you can think clearly. I feel like you can't even think clearly right now. There's just too much that you're going back and forth on in your head. Okay? So it's time to sit somewhere and whatever you got to do, however you do that. All right, here we go. Where are we going? Capricorn. Come on, Capricorn. What do you got? For my Capricorns. Okay. I heard that Rihanna song with Eminem just before I started this, and I keep singing it in my head. I'll have to stop. Just want to stand there and watch me burn. Anyways. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is Capricorn. Capricorn. Where you at? What do you got? 3 of Swords. Maybe that's why I can't get the song out of my head. The Tower. My goodness. And the Emperor. Alright, Capricorn. What are you doing here? There's a tower falling. Something you thought was built on a sturdy foundation. Obviously, the foundation couldn't hold up to the winds of life or something because it seems that it is crumbling down. I get the feeling that you could actually make this stop crumbling down. I'm not saying indefinitely, but you could stop it right this second, and you're not. And it's over ego. It's over you being, you're presenting here as the Emperor, so you are 100%, behind whatever it is. You think you're right, and that's it, and you're not going to back off of it. This is one of those where you'll cut off your nose to spite your face type of deals, right? 3 of Swords on the other side. Doesn't matter how heartbroken you are by it. You're not going to back down is what this feels like. You feel like somebody's in the wrong and you're going to stand on business, and that's that. I don't know what to do with that. That's what I got right here. It is 100% what I see. I don't know if it's even ego as much as it's just what's right and what's wrong, right? But you're not willing to compromise or to let anybody cross a boundary here. So today seems incredibly determined, quite stubborn. Nobody's going to change your mind, so it's kind of silly to even try. For some of you, this feels like it's work-related. However, it was somebody that you had a lot of history with or something, because there's definitely emotions at play here. Just somebody you cared about, I guess. Okay, that's what I got for you, Capricorn. Today looks like, I wouldn't say it looks tough. Nobody on the outside is going to know that it's tough for you, because you're presenting stone face. You're going forward. But on the inside, I think this has been a rough day, a little bit. All right, Capricorn, there you go. That's what I have for you for. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best day you possibly can. If you made it to this part in the video and you don't mind, can you tap the like, share, follow, leave a comment, something? It all helps me a bunch. It helps me with the algorithm to keep this stuff coming out there. And that's it. Okay? Take care, y'all. Thank you.